The reason people die at certain times is because the entity, the astral being playing the game from the astral field, the astral cosmic net, is basically, because the astral isn't the cosmic net. That's the cosmic net is physical, but it's a combination of the physical and astral. It's basically the branch between the two. It's why things can float in space, and there's like gravity and so many weird forces that we don't understand, because that's between astral and physical. So anyway, those beings, when people die at a certain age or don't understand why, it's because the person or the entity or the being playing that character avatar decided to stop playing the game. Sometimes it's really abrupt. Sometimes they just die. Why did someone just magically die? Why did their heart blow up? Because his character decided to stop playing. Because they didn't like the way that the person themselves was portraying the character they are. Because there's more. It's not just a game. You don't have complete control of your avatar. It's actually doing stuff too. Like when you turn your game off and it's playing like a Sims game and it's just still staying in real time and playing itself when you're not watching. That's going on too. That's basically your subconscious mind playing when you're not watching. But if you really pay attention to what you're doing, like you start pinging when you say stuff that's accurate. Like I'm pinging right now because it's accurate. But anyway, so it's a good comparison. Like all these things I'm saying aren't exactly the way I'm saying, but they're exactly the way I'm saying it in our words. The best I can explain them as me. So if you were me, you know what I mean when I say these games about video games. And video gamers can more or less understand what I mean, but they're still not me, so they won't relate with the emotion that I have. So even those words won't mean the same, except they can relate those terms in video game terms. So I'm trying to use something that's more worldly and like more people know on a whole than to say something like, my mom said this, because they're like, who's his mom? But if I say, on Mario, you ate mushrooms and got one-ups, because mushrooms, I put that there. I put one-ups in Mario in my past lives. I was an idea in Miyamoto's ear saying, make mushrooms so they give you extra lives, because that's the way that you end up coming back and living longer or learning more about life. It depends on what kind of mushroom you take. On certain mushrooms, you'll turn into a raccoon. On other mushrooms, you'll turn into a hammer brother. Another mushroom, you'll turn into an ice guy. Another mushroom, you'll get an extra life. Other mushroom, you'll get 3. Or you can find worlds where you get all kinds of extra one-ups and hundreds of one-ups. And it seems like, why would you want so many one-ups? Because you like this game, and if you die, you want to come back. Well, guess what? We're doing that. So eat mushrooms. I'm sorry, but what that sort of means symbolically is that you're, by breaking away into that world of the what we call paranormal or the psychedelic or the what are the other words, hallucinations and all that stuff. Those worlds are just a way that we develop our astral part while we're physical. We're developing our physical and astral at the same time, of course, but we're also developing our astral because we're basically communicating with our team member of the board game or the game, because it's not a board game. So just because I'm saying this, more people that take acid or drugs now, and they really take this to heart and understand what we're doing as astral beings, projecting ourselves into an avatar so we can experience physical matter, is they'll start seeing it that way because they're following me. Like Jesus said certain things and people started doing it, and it looked that way because that's the idea they put in their mind. So I'm not trying to put ideas in people's minds, but unfortunately this is my experience and I want you to experience your own. So I'm telling you that this isn't exactly how it happens, but it's how it showed up for me, if that makes sense. Son of a bee. There's all these trucks in the way. I guess I'll go to Sheets first today. Oh. So, I'm doing a whippity-doo and going to my next stop first instead of my first stop next. Oh, all right. Peace out, y'all.